what we all need. Money is what we all need. And money is what we all need, man. Don't matter if you're a doctor, don't matter if you are a lawyer, don't matter if you are a YouTuber, don't matter the career you chose, don't matter the things you do to any money. But money is all we need. Money is important for all, and it's important for all of us to know to deal with that. It's an obligation. It's not something you choose. That I can't learn about money. I can't learn about money. It's obligation for all of us to know how to deal with that, how to organize my money, how to use my money for something that matter most for me, how to deal with that, because a lot of stress, a lot of problems we're going to find in this world, what we're going to use to solve is money. I won't understand you. I want to tell you something. To deal with money is not you having a lot of money. If with that small money, that little money you have, not to deal with. Here I'm not talking about earning a lot of money. I'm talking about dealing with money. I don't know that you understand what I'm talking about. You have to know how to deal with that. You have to know how to deal with money. Because money is something we all need to solve our problem. And before you use the money, you have to know to deal with the money in inner side. I'm talking about emotion. Emotion you feel when you have the money on your hand. How do you feel when you have money on your hand? This is very important. How do you feel when you have a money on your hand and inside? Because money is something important. And when you have this money on your hand, how do you feel? How do you feel, man? Because we have to know to deal with this emotion when we have the money on our hands. Because a lot of problems we have is not because money exactly, it's because that emotion we feel when we have money in our hands and how we use money. So for all of us, it's important to know how to deal with money. I don't know that you're getting me, man. Money is something important for all of us. It's something that you haven't a choice. It's not something that you choose to give importance. It's something that has importance. Money is something that have importance. It's more important than anything. It's not something you choose to get importance. It's something that is important. Whatever you choose, whatever you don't choose, money is important and you have to learn to deal with. I'm not talking about a lot of money. I'm talking about money. Cents, 1,500, 500. But you have to know something. Money is something important. You have to know how to deal with. You have to educate yourself about money, how to organize your money, how to use your money, your feelings with money, your state of being with money. Money is something important. It's something that you have to meditate with. Man, I'm not just something just for something that is coming in my mind, something that I see now that is very important. You have to know to deal with money because money gonna solve a lot of problems you have on your life. A lot, much of them, 8% of things. But to deal with that kind of things, to deal with money, the first thing you have to deal with is your state, is your emotion. Everything we need to educate first before we achieve, before we have that money, is our state, is our spirit, is our mind, is our conscience, is our inner side. If you control your inner side about money, about anything, you are controlling your life. Control how do you feel when you have money. Control your state, what you wish, what you desire, what you want. Because if you control all these, believe me, you will control all things happening. Because you don't have the power to control the world, but you have the power to control yourself. You must control yourself. You have this opportunity to control yourself. Because if you control yourself, believe me, you'll control things happen through you or for you in this world. Control yourself, you're going to control the world. Because you don't know exactly what will happen today when you take the bus and you go to work, or what will going to happen today when you wake up. But you control that feeling. You can control those things happening on your life. You can control in inner side. So man, you have to know something. Money is so important, and you have to meditate about it. I'm talking about control you spiritually, control your emotion when you have money on your hands. No matter how much you have, I think that the most important things is to know to use the money you have. No matter how much you have on your pocket, but what is matter first is how you deal with that, how you deal with that emotion, how you deal with that money. So thank you to watch this video. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel and hit this like button. Until the next opportunity, my name is Samuel. Control your mind and control yourself. Goodbye until the next opportunity.